Good evening and welcome to our December 11th, 2018 special Ogden City Council meeting. I'll let the roll call reflect that all council members are present with the exceptions of Vice Chair Nadolski, who has asked to be excused tonight. I'm going to turn the time over to Councilmember Lopez to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So follow his instruction.
Please rise and repeat after me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, would you please join us for a moment of silence? Thank you. First item on our agenda tonight is a recognition for Roxanne Taylor. We've asked council member, what's your last name?
White. Yeah.
White, yeah. She's Marcia most of the time, so.
Oh.
Councilmember White.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to do this for a lot of different reasons, but let me read the recognition. The Ogden City Council and Mayor proudly recognize Roxanne Taylor for providing invaluable contributions to the Ogden community. Roxanne Taylor played an instrumental role in creating a more welcoming and inclusive Ogden through her service and invaluable contributions to Ogden's LGBT youth. In partnership with Evelyn Bertelson, Roxanne was the co-founder of the Outreach Resource Center, which has saved the lives of LGBT youth and transformed communities since 2005 through education with a variety of partners throughout the state of Utah and the nation. Outreach now has satellite centers surrounding Ogden and has been a model for other youth LGBT resource centers across the country. Roxanne and her husband Tom were active, and are still active, in the Unitarian Universalist Church of Ogden. Roxanne earned a Bachelor of Science in Economics from William and Mary University, attended the London School of Economics in England, and attended Law Alliance Française in Paris, France. Roxanne was a strong, determined, caring, and compassionate individual. We are saddened by her passing and offer sincere condolences to her family, friends, and other close associates. We are beholden to the lessons Roxanne has taught to the community, and we are confident that her legacy will continue for many years to come. Presented this 11th day of December 2018.
If I can get this on your phone.
I'm sure someone will.
You want me to look where you are?
That'd be great. We would love for you to come up and take this as a recognition, and then thank you very much for your continued work. And if you just go down the line and
Shake everybody's hand.
You're welcome. I'll do this way first, and then I'll do a 180. Thanks.
We're going to take a picture, Tom. So if
Tom,
you
why
want to
don't you
come
just
right
stay
about
there and-
here.
Right about here.
Yeah.
and if
Let's see if I put the brakes on this.
Did you bring anybody with you? Yeah, please come up if you're here with
one by yourself and
I want Evelyn by my side here. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we're not that much to look at. You need something else.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Mayor or
Dave?
Ben, sorry. Mayor or Ben. I just don't feel bad.
See you. How are you? Hi, Karen.
No, really, it's, I know.
We will need you to kind of tighten it up, though.
Come this way.
Yeah, come.
Shift left.
Some of you last three? Come over here.
Come on. We're not staring.
I have to stand on my tiptoes.
We'll get your
No,
box.
no, that's okay. I can do it. I'm used to it.
Come on over.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Platform shoes and a snuggie.
I know, we need a box over
Tom, we
here.
left for you to say something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a list. I've got a Christmas list.
Platform shoes and a snuggie.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As you probably know, when Evelyn Bertelson and Roxanne started Outreach Resource Center, I thought it was so great. A couple of straight arrow old white-haired women are the thing that got Outreach Resource Center started. And in those days, there were no gay-straight alliances in the schools. So gay kids had no place to go to be safe and to be themselves. So they really provided a valuable service to the gay community in northern Utah. And they have given other states, in fact, blueprints for how to get these organizations started. So it really was a piece of work that these two ladies did. So again, thank you very much, particularly you, Marcia White.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Tom.
And now, a few hours are going to celebrate with food and drink now.
So Tom, Tom, if I could, just real quick. I wore a button in honor of Roxanne tonight, and it says, "Well-behaved women rarely make history." And I want to thank Roxanne for not being.
That applies.
Yes, so that's for her tonight. So thank you.
Thanks, Marcia.
All right. Next item on our agenda.
Y'all don't have to leave.
Yeah, wait, you're welcome to stay.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go eat and drink. That's right.
You want to be excused, don't you?
Yeah. So yeah.
Sad thing is they know they're welcome to stay.
Still choosing to leave.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is a request to be on the agenda concerning the honorary street name extensions. And we have Dr. Crawford with us today. Welcome. Glad you're here.
All my favorite friends right here.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, this is probably the last time I'll be standing before you related to the what we refer to as the Honorary Street Project. Well over 2 or 3 years ago, I approached this body and registered my displeasure about the fact that we had not really honored Martin Luther King and Cesar Chavez in the way that it should be, particularly given the compromise that was laid out during the roughly mid-90s. Since that time, you saw in your own wisdom that that allowed myself and Jesse Garcia, who was a councilman of that mid-90s period of time, to kind of revisit this issue and co-chair an effort where you would give us an opportunity to actually go to the public and raise funds to pay for the signage. To that extent, Jesse and I engaged in a process in earnest over the last year and a half or so to raise funds. I think the target was the $12,000. And so I'm pleased to stand before you to say that we've raised those funds, certainly with the support and matching funds that you had forwarded. And we officially ended then our public campaign to raise these funds on November 1st. Shortly after that, I think I had met with the Multicultural Advisory Board. I stand corrected on the official name, but I think it's the
Diversity
Diversity
Commission?
Advisory Board. I apologize. And I have presented to them, presented some of the highlights of some of the individuals that we engaged, and we actually have pretty good records of individuals and organizations that made contributions over time. It is wide and deep. And so I stand before you saying that I appreciate the opportunity to co-chair this effort with Mr. Jesse Garcia, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this effort to, in a sense, close the circle. So thank you very much, and that's all I wanted to be here for. The check that will go toward the purchase of these signage was given over a month ago. I didn't want to be walking around with that amount of money and wait for an entire month, and so the check was committed to a city council account and in preparation for purchase and therefore mounting of those signs. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Crawford. We did talk about this a little bit on our work session this afternoon, and wanted to do something that would kind of celebrate this. The signs are already up, of course, but we want to make a little fanfare to go along with this.
Okay.
So we had kind of talked about doing something in the spring, and I guess maybe if we could just get y'all to work with, well, I don't know, you're gonna be on maternity leave for some of this time, right?
I should be back.
Okay, so,
But no, I think we'll try to coordinate with you and Jesse Garcia and come up with something to really celebrate and have some type of event. So
and this, yeah.
when it's warm, a little warmer.
Yeah, a little
outside.
warmer outside.
Okay.
But thanks for the work that you've done. It's been phenomenal, and we're happy to have done what little bit we have, and hopefully this will celebrate those.
Two great men recognized in a great city, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
And to your point, Chair Heyer, up on the screen earlier, there were pictures that our Public Services Director provided, but the crews really hopped on that quickly to get those signs up and felt an urgency to get those ready and up. So
And there they are again.
they're there. Yep. Thank you, Brandon.
Very nice.
And thank you, Jay and Mark, for those. Thank you.
Chair Heyer, if I could just make one real
Yes, please.
quick
Councilmember
comment.
White.
I think it's a recognition that we need to give Dr. Crawford and Jesse Garcia, and that is the continued pressure that they both put on each and every one of us and the councils that came before us, and just to keep pressuring us. And I appreciate that we were able to finally fulfill that. But thank you for your time, because that didn't happen overnight. And but the change finally has happened, and we're moving again in more of a direction. So thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next item on our agenda tonight is the approval of minutes. The regular meeting of June 5th, 2018, and the closed executive session, July 10th, 2018. Councilmember Blair?
Yes, thank you. I have reviewed those minutes and found them to be correct.
And the joint work session of August 7th, 2018. Councilmember Chaburka.
Yes, Chair, I've reviewed those minutes and they are correct to my recollection.
And the regular meeting of August 7th, 2018. Councilmember Lopez.
Minutes are correct, Chair Heyer, and I move that we approve the minutes.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Lopez, seconded by Councilmember Blair to approve the minutes. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Okay, that passes. Next item is our common consent agenda. There are two items. One is the airport manager's salary schedule amendment, and the second is the fiscal year 2019 budget amendment, and both of those are to set the public hearings for January 8th. Do I have a motion?
Chair Heyer, I will make a motion that we adopt the two items listed under common consent, setting the public hearings on both for January 8th, 2019.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Blair, seconded by Councilmember Lopez. And this is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Okay, that passes. Next item is public comments. This is an opportunity to address the council regarding your concerns or ideas on any topic. Are there any takers? Anyone want to address the council today? Come on forward and give us your name for the record and comments to 3 minutes.
The Pulverson. I came in a few months ago and gave some suggestions on shopping cart rules. I was wondering what the outcome of that is. I haven't seen anything in the news. I haven't been back to see.
I'll refer you to the administration.
We actually have been working on looking at ordinances to propose to see if we can't get grocery stores to start taking care of their own shopping carts. So that's something we've been reviewing as an administration. We're working on trying to figure out what's the best route to go, and then we are proceeding. Believe me, we are tired of fishing shopping carts out of the river and other places, and so it is a big problem. It's one that we discuss quite often.
Clean up the neighborhood, you know.
And we did read your suggestions. Some of them were very good, and we're working towards a resolution we can bring back to the city council, hopefully in the next couple of months.
Thanks. Other thing, I have one of those. There's the green dump, and you can get passes
Greenway
to go to
style?
that. Green, okay. And I have more than one rental property in town, and I went in and they let me get one for each property. And then I went in today and they looked at me really funny and they said, "Oh, you can only." I guess it's going to change January 1st if you're a property owner and not a renter, because they want the renters to bring them in. And I was like, that just doesn't. It's just something's not going to be right about that, because if tenants are going to be doing tree branch trimming and stuff and taking them in, honestly, most tenants aren't going to do that. I mean, who rents a house and is going to take that kind of care of the grounds? And so I would just ask, I don't know who's doing the rules or what, but if they would consider letting property owners be able to take that in, because if not, you're going to kind of discourage people from taking care of their own properties,
Not an ordinance, that's just an administrative
Well,
policy, is it?
the problem we're having at the Greenway site is we're having a lot of the commercial yard companies who bring us a lot more than we can handle and more than we think we should be paying for with taxpayers' money. And some of the larger apartment complexes, we have some of the same things. So we started down a road to try and curb that. We realized it didn't work, and so we backed away, and as of yet, we haven't come up with a new plan. Our director over that area is listening to you, because apparently the water didn't get totally to the end of the row. So we appreciate the feedback. We'll make sure it does.
Yeah, because, and if they're paying property taxes for 100 houses instead of one, it seems like they should be able to. I don't know, I just think the stuff I've been doing is trimming out trees. It should have been done decades ago. I just bought properties here in the last couple of years here, and I don't know, I'm not a slumlord.
Right.
Just-
We appreciate
Just a
that.
suggestion that we could encourage the landlords to do the right thing instead of.
Sure. Okay.
Anyway, that's it. Thanks.
Anyone else? Okay, seeing no movement, comments from the administration?
Other than being heartbroken at the loss of Weber State the other night, by the way, they had an amazing season, I don't have anything, other than stay warm, because it's supposed to snow tomorrow.
Any comments from council members?
Just a quick
Yes.
comment. I noticed Taylor Knuth leave, but, you know, the role that the Diversity Commission played in helping the street signs along, it was very noticeable. And I think the more that we see them do those kind of things, the better off we're all going to be. So.
Great. Thank you. Any other comments?
Regardless of the reasons why some people come and visit us at the council chambers, I'm always excited to see people here. So thank you for being here.
Good comment. It is nice to not be just having an echo chamber going on, huh? Any other council member comments? Okay, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilmember Chawarka, seconded by Councilmember Blair to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Are there any opposed? Okay, that meeting is adjourned. We do have a redevelopment agency meeting starting right away, as soon as I get the thumbs up from our recorder. And thank you and welcome to our December 11th, 2018 redevelopment agency meeting. Let the roll call reflect that all board members are present with the exceptions of Vice Chair Nadolski, who is asked to be excused tonight. First item on our agenda is the approval of minutes. First is for the special meeting of June 5th and July 17th, 2018. Councilmember Stevens.
Yes, Chair, they're correct.
And then the regular meeting of August 14th, 2018, and the special meeting of August 28th, 2018. Councilmember White.
Yes, those are correct, and I suggest that we approve those minutes.
Second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember White, seconded by Councilmember Stevens to approve the minutes. This is a voice vote. Board members.
Board members.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we changed the meetings. Thank you. Board member White and Board member Stevens give our motion and our second to approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you for the correction. All right, next item is public comments. This is an opportunity to address the board regarding concerns or ideas for the redevelopment agency. Are there any comments for the RDA board? Okay, seeing no movement. Comments from the executive director?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Okay, and board members? Okay. Next item is consideration of adjourning into a closed executive session. Do I have a motion?
Chair Heyer, I will make a motion that we adjourn into a closed executive session for the purposes set forth in the agenda.
Second.
By Board Member Blair, seconded by Board Member Lopez to adjourn into a closed executive session. This is a roll call vote.
Board Member Blair. Board Member Chaburka.
Aye.
Board Member Lopez.
Aye.
Board Member Stevens.
Aye.
Board Member White.
Aye.
Chair Heyer.
Aye. That passes. As a reminder, we will adjourn from our redevelopment agency meeting from the other room. We appreciate all of you being here, and be safe and warm through the weather. So